Frosty Fausting 17 took place this weekend, bringing over 3,000 attendees. 203 of those players would participate in Rivals vs. Choose Single. With the return of Marlon and other fantastic players like Lucius, Biobird, and Zach all in attendance and playing to show that this bracket was going to make a splash in Lombardy, Illinois this weekend. Our top 8 coverage today will start with Losers 8s, where Zach took on Big Mac, as well as Domain playing Mr. Watch and Learn. Both those matches for 8th. Let's start with Mr. Watch and Learn versus Domain. Domain is a fleet player from Troy, Missouri. Domain is mainly a Smash Ultimate Olimar player and entered this bracket as seed 165th. Yeah. Domain would benefit from a DQ from Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 player Cherry, and they would complete a upset Factor 5 win against seed 28 Connie, and they would enter top 48 from loser's side due to losing to Rimu. Domain would tear through loser's top 48 by beating Atuzik, Stisti, Matador, Entrio, and Raven King. Raven King was seed 8, so not only was this an upset, this was an upset factor 9 win. Domain would enter top 8 loser side to face off against Mr. Watch and Learn. Mr. Watch and Learn would enter bracket as the 10th seed. The Forsburn from New York, who also plays Mr. Game & Watch in Project Plus, would start his rampage by beating Woke. Aren't we all trying to beat the Woke? Come on now. Come on. By beating Woke, Pahi Channel, and Maslow. Mr. Watch and Learn would then lose to Frosty the Crag before going to play 4-side, Young Quave, and top seed Lucius, and would teach them all how to lose before needing to make Domain watch and learn how Forsburn combo.
Yep, down tilt's coming out. And nice. Gets that dash attack in the down air. Doman is having such a hard time getting back to stage, a thing that's normally not too much of an issue for Fleet. But Mr. Watch and Learn capitalizing so well. Having a very difficult time at dealing with this floor hug that comes out from Mr. Watch and Learn. Mr. Watch and Learn having no such problems every single time. Able to get that stock just off of a down air. Double jump used,
two stocks, 2 down airs, I will point out, Jet.
Yeah.
But reverse fair might be enough to scout out this recovery. I'll go in for a really low, I don't even know.
I think he was going for smoke, fall down, up B into the smoke, and then go for a side B wall jump. But just, I don't know, went a little too low. I think he just went a little too low for the up B to come out in time. So, but still, I mean, this is going to be huge damage. Gets the down air reset, and 92% keeps the combo going into a back air cross stage. And a down air, that's 3 down airs, 3 stocks turn. Like that weight lift. And another down air, no tech. And that's going to be it for the second stock.
5 for 5.
5 spikes already. And that might as well be curtains. I mean, 3 stocks to 1. Storm, how do you even come back from this?
Like you mentioned, the recovery is a weakness of Forsburn. You just haven't gotten the Forsburn off the stage like a single time. Or put meaningful pressure on the Forsburn from off stage. And even they're able to use the ledge get up and vulnerability to cancel that projectile landed onto him.
Yeah, the time just interrupted. Finally has Force off stage, but all right, let's see. Simple. Grab the ledge.
That's 1 down.
That's 1 down. It's got a heck of a lot more work to do, though. Oh, up tilt on shield. Gonna be punished. Nice little check chase. Forsburn going for another down air. Doesn't get the first one, but still a dangerous spot. And yeah, that's it. That's it. Just as simple as that.
Mr. Watch and Learn would dominate the fellow Smash player Domain with a deafening spike at 57% that would send the 165th seed going home with an 8th place. Not too shabby. Mr. Watch and Learn now moves on to face off against the loser of Anakin Skywalker and Bi. First, let's take a look at the other side of losers 8ths, Big Mac versus Zach. Big Mac, which by the way is a name that is in all lowercase, and I think that's funny. Big Mac would enter off Frosty Fausting as the 39th seed. Lowercase Big Mac would start his bracket off by beating Beanbag and upsetting Chewy Face. Big Mac would then get eaten up by Frosty and would go into losers before beating Dark Adept Mash, Maslow, Azog, Willie, and then Super Salty the Maple, who was on their biggest run probably ever. That was an insane run to watch. Big Mac would then go face off against Zach. Zach entered Rivals of Aether 2 at Frosty Fausting as the 3rd seed. Zach would then start his bracket run by sending Mute and Phantom to losers before falling 2-0 to Jet the Jenga God. Zach would then barrel through top 48 losers, sending Seth, Ellis, Joe Mama, YXL, and Frosty on home to enter top 8 and redeem himself in losers top 8 against Big Mac.
That he needs to really press the issue. And okay, we're seeing some moonwalking and another turnaround spike.
All right.
But that trade was so good for Big Mac.
For those at home, do not DI the 4th throw in. That is how you get killed. Is turn off his prowess in the matchup. I mean, yeah, that'll do it. That's another one of those 50-50 DI checks. You know, you either get up thrown or back thrown.
You talked to Raven King before this. I just know.
I did talk to Raven King, actually. Unrelated, but I did.
And there's the other half of the 50-50 that you mentioned.
And that's what happens. You know, you guess wrong twice in a row, suddenly you're at last stock. And even though Zach started off really hot, Big Mac has a chance in this game. Although Zach has been really proficient when Big Mac's in the corner. Let's see if he can capitalize on the situation. No, fighting out of the corner.
This is the slipperiest Big Mac has looked in the corner actually all game.
Yeah, true.
Going to go really high and try to reset here in the slipstream, but not finding quite a big opening yet. And just going to take the opportunity to reset, not fall victim to any big killing blow. Yeah, you want to avoid that back air like your life depends on it, because it does.
It certainly does. The back air might be the stock, but this time, just an up DI in or out. And, all right, let's see what we're going to go for on the recovery. Just a down strong, and it does get the kill off the top barely. Again, we
there it is.
Cross cancel, go for the down tilt every time. But the forward strong. I mean, that's the Super Saiyan %, baby. That's all it takes.
After it looked like Big Mac would get cut up a little bit there on this second stock, he is able to turn it around here, and let's see if he can hang on.
Oh, and I think the crowd is popping off for a different game right now. I think it's the mystery game tournament. I think they're in Grands or something like that. So they're going crazy over there. But right now, we have Zach trying to make this comeback and does find a slippery little back air. Not enough to get the stock just yet. And now Slipstream is online, but it does not matter when you jump into the dagger. Down tilt, grab in certain circumstances. Oh,
that's what he's looking for.
But
Big Mac DI'd it out and gets a forward throw kill. Speaking of DI out.
All right. That is not the correct direction you want to be pointing your stick, unfortunately.
Stuck in the corner again. Okay, really respecting that special get up.
Yeah, once again, up throw, up strong.
We know that movie.
Yep. The 50-50 rears its ugly head once again. But, all right. That time, not a true combo, but at the same time, like, this is the counter pick for Zach, so he really likes the stage just due to how much you can control of it with the cape. And
I don't know about the DI on that one.
We're getting pretty close to that up air kill % window that we saw in the previous game.
Oh, but you're getting carried to this platform. That's going to even up the percent. Oh, almost even. 89 to 99.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not a super meaningful difference at this point. And now we're exactly even, just for you, Sturm.
There's that crouch cancel on the slipstream to try and turn it around, and let it rip on the forward strong.
That was a wild option to choose in that spot. And forward strong covering basically the whole platform, just timing dependent. Now opting to throw the clone out, try to get that, but a down strong. So good against Raster, going to be killing so early. But, I mean, the big thing is you got to catch him when he's on the ground. Right? Because it's like relatively difficult to contest. Oh, all right.
That was a trade you take every single day.
This is looking so good for Zach. Been able to pick up a lot of stocks early. But, I mean, now,
all the resources saved means Forsman should make it back. No, okay. Timed the ledge hog perfectly.
Yeah. But just great awareness. Gets that SDI in and tech on the wall. Not having to worry about losing his stock super early.
Oh, I thought double fair would have been the dip there.
That's going to be it.
The downers have been so good for Forsburn all day, and they're going to continue to be the moneymaker for Zach moving on in the losers bracket.
Big Mac would be finished off by Zach with yet another spike from the Exiled Flame, sending the 39th seed home with the 8th place. Zach would then move on to face the loser of Marlin versus Remo. And since I'm talking about the two of them, let's go watch. Marlin, the Raster, and Orcane co-main, who we should all be very well aware of. Marlin, or Kusi, started off as a large threat in the start of Rivals 2. with tournament placements like 2nd at Genesis X, 1st at Get On My Level 2024, and 1st at Riptide 2024, Marlon was clearly coming into this event as the 1st seed, and with a message to send as well. After his small break, Marlon came in. Marlon defeated Mike and moved on with a DQ from Aaron Odvark and then Meow to make his way out of pools. Marlon then sent Glutus and Raven King, the losers, to make his way in the top 8 winner side to play Rimu. Rimu would enter Frosty Fausting as the 5th seed. Rimu, the Forsburn from Francisco, California, would start the day off by defeating Luca Kona, Kits, and Domain. Rimu would then enter top 48 and would go on to beat Matt the Crag and then would upset one of the best randos in the world, Lucius. Rimu would then stand in top 8 to face Marlon and see if maybe he could defeat one of the best to touch the game.
But the biggest ones we're looking for are the grab. Oh my God.
But these mid-percents, the world is your oyster here, Jet.
Yeah, I mean, the moment you get him up in the air, though, that's your world. He's the king of the skies. And him a little bit, it made it so there's a little bit more mix to be had. But still, I mean, Marlon is hunting for this opening. A down air does get something, but, you know, it's so difficult to track down a bird in the corner. You have to force all of his jumps out and then get him with a big move.
Yeah, you have to count the whole way through. And how low can you go here, Marlon? Low enough to force at least a ledge hog. And yeah, that feels like a level 2 or level 3 mix-up, right?
Oh,
Where, like,
yeah.
at level 1, you're like, they're going to do the full thing every time. But level 2 or 3, it doesn't matter because, again, Marlon just putting the exclamation point on that game with another up strong in the center stage.
When you get hit with another forward strong. But now, Imo gets a little parry.
Absolutely nothing out of it. And, you know, even if you had sweet spot at the ledge there, I feel like that's just the ledge hug was right late time. So,
yep. It didn't matter. I think that was actually just grabbing ledge if it wasn't being held. So, unfortunate once again for Raimo. But now, I mean, he has a chance to come back into it, getting a decent amount of percent with this grab here. Oh, and the down tilt, good DI away. But, oh, he had the chance to grab the ledge, but unfortunately, Raimo was facing the wrong direction. Does not get the pickup, and now Marlon can kind of run away with this a little bit. Raimo isn't careful.
Yeah, you don't really think of Raptor as like the campy character, but he can play that playstyle for sure. Just put out the slipstream when you can, then play a little bit of run and gun. And that can lead to a big percent lead, but I mean, on the smaller stage, it's also going to be harder to do, particularly when you've got a reverse back air sniping you from the center stage. Has Marlon dropped a game yet?
I would be very surprised.
I want to say no.
I don't think so. I'll do a quick bracket check.
And not going to drop this game in a blink of an eye. We were about to do a bracket check, but check this bracket. This character's going to winners finals.
Marlon would go Raster against Rimu's Forsburn, and even though Rimu would do his best and pull out some fantastic Forsburn gameplay, Marlon would take the set 3-0 and ending the set with a magnificent edge guard in order to send Rimu to fight Zach in losers quarterfinals. Before we talk about losers, let's finish up winners quarterfinals by talking about BioBird versus Anakin Skinwalker. BioBird the Raster came into this event as the 2nd seed. BioBird started his tournament run by beating Mega Maxstar, Banjo, and Carter the Q. BioBird would run through winners top 48 by sending Young Quaif and Frosty to losers, and entered top 8 winner side to face off against Anakin Skinwalker. Which, like, it's a wild tag. That's insane. Anakin Skinwalker, God, that's hilarious. Anakin Skinwalker would start Saturday as the 14th seed. His journey would start with wins against Kupochai, Luna Gabs, and Ellis. Anakin would then proceed to traverse through top 48 with the very close Game 5 against Jet the Jenga God, then would beat Super Salty to make top 8 winner side.
I mean, they're leveling up quickly, and you're seeing it here right now from Anakin.
Ooh.
Can he stay alive?
No, he cannot. Sets up the down strong BioBird with an explosive start to game 2. For Anakin either, he's all the way at 185.
Yeah, that's Crag percent.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Trent, just go for the special pummel, I would imagine there, see if you can sneak some fire out, but, you know, Bio is not going to fall victim to that, and what a mix-up with the drift!
Oh, man, that's the classic. I love when Rasters go for it, because it's just, oh, no. Triple down air?
And missed attack one time.
Matter.
Yeah.
Down strong, so good. Man, Anakin is getting away with murder right now. I don't know how he's doing it.
I'm cool with it. We need a game, and look at that. Confirmed.
Another up strong. I said you're going to be seeing a lot of these, and certainly the case as 2 so far this game. Back air, not enough. The stage working out so well for Anakin. Is able to once again get out of that spot, and the neutral read.
That was a give me a minute here. And getting the drag down hit of the first hit of neutral air. Okay, Anakin he's showing his stuff. I'm really glad that
he's
this isn't
cooking,
just...
and he's up stronging. Here we go, 3 up strongs, 3 stops. Stern, we got a set on our hands.
A door on this winner semi set, or if Anakin Skinwalker will force a game 5.
Uh-oh. You got hit in the corner. Still managed to live. And while we do say this is like a fairly random advantage stage, that does mean that forward air carries are on the table for Anakin as well.
Oh yeah, as someone who takes Zetterburns to Ethereal Forest all the time, that advantage can get turned around on you immediately, and I think that was like a 90% up strong.
That was a 90% up strong, but what a read from away Fireball, just to like mix up the movement and make sure he doesn't get punished, but up tilt, and this is looking so bad now. Off stage. Dangerous position. Does get hit with a down air, and it's not close enough to tech.
Anakin's Skinwalker and BioWare's set would end with a strong dare from the Winged Warrior raster that would spike Anakin's Zetterburn into loser's bracket of Frosty Fausting's top 8. BioWare would move to winners finals, but before we can focus on that set, it's best to talk about the 2 loser quarterfinals. Up first is Anakin Skinwalker versus Mr. Watch and Learn.
It's high percents. I like it. And the instant up B after the wall jump, not waiting, such a good way to mix up the timing a little bit, and hoping that Mr. Watch and Learn is not ready to react.
And avoiding the cape, avoiding the most important hits. Every single hit that would lead to a kill, Anakin Skinwalker has been able to avoid every single time. And he's got the text right on lock, and that forces like a forced SD almost. But okay, finally the cape to forward strong.
Up B and a little bit of stall from the neutral B. Somehow, some way, Anakin gets out of there.
I thought it was going to be an up strong rip, but unfortunately get caught in the corner and try to wave land back onto the stage with that legend vulnerability, but the timed back air is right there. Mr. Watch and Learn, do an extra recovery mix-up when you're using the Firefox. But that is enough to KO. I think that was a forward strong all the way off the top.
I think it was up strong.
Oh, up strong.
Yeah.
It just looked like DI of forward strong. Okay.
Yep.
Decent trade to get you back on the stage, and now can you find the killing blow? That's what Watch and Learn has been so good at. Okay, not really, center stage here on Harbor. Pretty good extra damage. Okay, being really sneaky with the wall jumps. Forward strong, not enough to KO.
Yeah, this is a stage that's actually like surprisingly good for Zetterburn. Just having all of that space to be able to go for the full length down special to be able to recover and get your jump back is pretty huge. But I mean, at the same time, there's always a chance that you just get obliterated off stage if you don't have that wall jump too.
And okay, this is a bad spot to be in here for Forsburn. Let's see what it's gonna be. No, okay, able to sneak up with the timing.
Once again, lighting on fire.
Don't get stuck on that platform, and Watch and Learn does try to get to center, but then you get tech chased to hell.
And that is the move that I expected to see a whole lot more of in this set.
And that is the win con, really, for Watch and Learn. Just hope that you miss your spacing and land up those capes. It's been working really great so far in this set, but there's an up strong answer.
And like we saw last game, it's powerful. When you're lit on fire, we see so much of this parry just on the fireball. A lot of predictable fireballs, but at the same time, it's not so bad when it gets parried, right?
Yeah,
it's you avoid it. You're not gonna get hit by the return.
Yeah, you're not caught in a long amount of throw stun, right, when you're throwing out the fireball, but the big explosion on the top right platform working out brilliantly to even this up 1 stock apiece now. But here comes Anakin's time to strike. He's going to get you stuck on this platform. What does the tech chase it? The shield comes out in time. Watch and Learn now able to return serve.
Uh-oh. Off stage, but this time does manage to make it back in, just eating a down air first trouble with a tech. But picking up once again. Neutral air, not going to get a follow-up. No, and this is where Anakin starts to cook a little bit. 3 shines, but I mean, it's still a lot of damage required to actually get this stock. We need 1 or 2 more big combos, and Anakin is way into death percent already.
Oh yeah, you got to play very carefully around those opening capes. And even that down air from all the way across the stage is almost enough. And yeah, okay.
The weak hit
No
a down
chance.
air, getting the purple. I don't see that one very often. Hit a fair off the ledge.
I wonder why.
Ming! I was doing the edge guarding. But still, though, regardless of all of that, Mr. Watch and Learn does take the stock first. And now only potentially 2 stocks left in Anakin's tournament life with a huge tech chase opening, getting 38%. But oh yeah, special
okay.
pummel. Yeah, see you next time.
On that neutral air, where are we going to go? It's that same game plan. Hang on the
Oh
ledge.
yeah.
Go for the dare, and then maybe react if they do get the tech, and react. Mr. Watch and Learn did.
It's interesting that Anakin went for the wall jump tech instead of the regular tech, because that just puts you in really, really bad position to get reset. But at the same time, you know, if you go for the regular tech, you might just get caved.
Yeah, you got to mix up something sometimes. So like, I get the concept there.
Regardless, he is kind of getting cooked at the moment. Mr. Watch and Learn, oh, okay, it's just over. And as soon as I said that,
He's cooked to well
commentator's
done.
blessing, maybe?
Watch and Learn taught the whole class on how to handle the drippiest player in the whole venue, and would move on to losers semifinals and waited for his opponent, which would be the smokiest set of the whole tournament. It was Zach versus Remo.
A lot of times they'll just be like PS2. They'll literally say PS2 in this game. I'm like, bro, there's no PS2 in this game. What are you talking about? Okay, good pickup here for Zach. And oh man, this is a sort of squaring off kind of how I expected. Just like a lot of folks in neutral going for like those F capes, trying to catch somebody jumping, trying to catch you coming in. But we're gonna see how the edge guard situation is gonna play out. But with all the smoke, obviously you can use
you
each
see
other's
what's going
smokes.
on?
I'm just guessing here, Sturm. I'm gonna be honest. Surprised we didn't see that confirm into something that killed at 160.
Maybe just impeccable DI keeping you alive.
Not sure. But yeah, I mean, I guess he
Oh,
went
into
for
the, I liked into the
cloud.
smoke, yeah.
All right. I like the idea, but still eats a punish for it. But Rimo is on the back foot, and we see both these players very adept at floor hugging the F-cape, which is one of the main ways to counterplay it. But I'd be interested to see if there's like another level here where if you floor hug the F-cape, like they go for a different punish instead.
Yeah, you don't need to commit to the second hit, and then you can just play around it, maybe go for a grab. There's a lot of different directions you can go.
Yeah. But right now, just a catch with a tech chase, 5%, 167. Does manage to get off the ledge and get a double fair.
Oh, hold on.
All right, something going here. Oh, he was deceived.
Me too, Jeff.
I mean, one
Me
deception. You never think it's going to be the one closer to you.
It's pure insanity. Giving up the grab is unfortunate, but okay, that back air just going to kill Raw from the edge here. I guess it makes sense on this stage.
Yeah, and we do see once again a just Raw absorb all 3 smoke, does not care about playing with the normal smoke. Wants the big, juicy moves. That could bust. Could be a possibility here, but does fall for the bait of the little illusion that could.
I was worried about how Rimo was going to land back down, but finding the gap in between the 2 platforms, which was not covered here by Zach, and now able to turn around. Tech chase in the combust would have been nice. Okay, actually going just put it right there, and it's perfect.
Only able to absorb 2 smokes, but that might be enough as he pulls the last one into the back air. There's still there's nothing left.
Yep.
Oh.
I wanted the double dare there, but instead he was looking for little edge hog.
Imagine the hit ball dare into another dare. Ooh. Nah, but I've never seen a Forest Burn do that. They don't have it. That's a Maple thing. They go for the double fairs off stage.
That's a little too cheeky.
True, but the up strong. I mean, even though he was so far behind on that stock, managed to make a couple conversions, and Zach is all the way back in this game with the down air bear. They are off stage though, and it could be a dangerous spot. It's not going to be that one. I'm always a little bit like you see the death animation too, right? The little explosion in the back.
You've always got to be ready to be like, oh, actually that's game.
Okay,
but it's not game.
Because sometimes it is. Sometimes they're just the one that randomly died out of nowhere.
We've seen it this game.
Yeah, true. Oh, but the downer barely does not connect, but still keeping this combo going. The downer still has a chance to come back. Does get the explosion hitbox, and now on the offensive.
All of a sudden, 2% separate these 2 players, and it's so close. Somehow, DIing behind the cape. That was crazy.
The up KB falls out. Oh my god. That's so unfortunate. And then Waveland, once again, there's so much spaghetti right now, Sturm.
Yeah, this is a real tight final game. And oh, careful from the cape every single time.
Oh, both these guys just throwing out back airs left and right, but the up air will finally do it. And somehow, after all of that, Zach is the one that comes out on top. In previously Invincible Ledge Refresh, it's a lot harder. I don't know exactly how hard Force Burns is comparatively, but I know Krag's Invincible Ledge Refresh is significantly harder nowadays, so you don't quite see it as much. But so very useful against a character like Force Burn, where the biggest thing you need to do is hold the ledge and roll up.
Falling victim to this up cape into up strong. Not going to be quite enough to take the stock here on Ethereum Force, because the ceiling is not as close to the stage as the walls are on the side. So from the base platform, it's going to be a little easier to survive, but nowhere to run, nowhere to hide from that back air. Even well DI'd into the corner, it still is going to purple.
All right. Still, though, going for the up air, setting up here. A lot of damage already being racked up on this potential final stock for Raimo. And, okay, even... Oh, I thought that
was so close.
That was just really bad DI. And managing to tech and get out of there. All right, returning to neutral. You got to be so careful in these spots.
That was a scary recovery, but Zach is still able to make it back and stall here. Okay, he's still good. Again, I was not entirely sure.
Sometimes you're wrong. Sometimes it's that one. And that was the wave dash out of shield on the F-cape that we saw earlier. That I was talking about earlier, but it's not enough to get the stock. The down strong, still barely living on that one. But a buffered back air, not what you're looking for. And okay, that time he just randomly died.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He teleported into the smoke and then thought that he was in the smoke in the right spot to grab the ledge and then just miss it.
Yeah, but I mean, he still had an opportunity to like side beat a wall and ledge jump. I think, right? Oh, did he already wall jump? I'm not sure. I think he might have wall jumped before. Okay, well, unfortunate nonetheless, but I mean, still, Zach is in prime position to take this game. Just needs one back air. Oh, goes for the forward air.
I think that was meant to be a turnaround, but it's not going to matter too much because the landing is caught with the forward cape into forward strong.
Two Force Burns would face off in losers quarterfinals. Stylish combos and executing dares would push both of these players to their limits, but in a game 4 on Forest floor, Zach would take it 3-1. Forcing Remo to go home with the same seed as his place. Zach would then move on with his 7-set losers run to face off against yet another Force Burn, Mr. Watch and Learn, which means in our top 4 of Frosty Fausting 2025 would be 2 Rasters and 2 Force Burns, which, like, character diversity is not something we got yet. Quickly hopping over to winners finals, we see Marlin versus BioBurb, first and second seed, standing tall above the rest. But only one could move on to winner side grands. Let's see who.
I've seen in quite a minute. I've seen some unforced errors in my day.
Oh, man.
But, you know, it's all of a sudden there's 100% on BioBird here.
Yeah, where did that come from? And he's dead.
He's died. So it's an even game. I was scared. Everyone's living though.
Yeah, one of the things about like playing a character, oh yeah, that's just a true confirm at that percent. I think it's around 100 that down air starts confirming into the down strong. But yeah, that'll work too. Down strong's galore. I think we've had 3 down strong kills already this game, and that's the only other stock not taken by it was the SD. I got a down tilt in there. I'm gonna do it 6 more times.
Yeah, and it's not like, you know, okay, and another down smash. Down strong. Great.
But I mean, okay, going for once again this really nice counterplay on the slipstream. We saw it earlier in one of our previous sets. I can't quite remember who it was who was going for the crouch cancels on every single one, but right now,
that was Zach.
It was Zach, yeah. Oh, just a quick
turned it around instantly.
Not hitting.
It was Bio's edge guard that got turned around by just a teleport to the pool, and then you get grabbed.
Yeah, this should be it though. Just that 1, 2, 3 into the up strong. Heck out of dodge in that circumstance. No ability for Raster to get all the way over there and punish it.
And, you know, having that pool on the ground as a defensive option when you get knocked off the stage into those corner carries is really handy, it turns out.
Yep. Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of, like, bubble butt recoveries either. Sometimes what you can go for is you can go for the turnaround down B, which does break your puddle, but then you can go for the bubble butt recovery to, you know, give yourself a hitbox while coming in. So we'll see if Marlon opts to go for that later, but in general, I have seen him not use that, just mostly going for wall jumps / you know, dolphin jumps to get back to stage.
And so far, being able to sneak by the Raster for the most part, who is trying to slow this game down. Okay, we got ourselves in the tech chase situation, but even craft canceling at a high percent there, working out great for Marlon.
Yeah, it just puts you in a tech spot. I mean, obviously Marlon going to be very familiar with counterplay against Raster, given that he is such a professional Raster himself. But oh, down strong into up strong, just barely on the tip of those wings. Bio takes his first lead in the set. Oh, never go, it's gone.
But right,
Handle either one of them.
covering that ledge so well. Scary up air spot, but good DI keeping BioBurb alive.
That's a scary one because if you DI that too far right, you just die off the right side. And that one, even with perfect DI, all the way in the corner, he's got bird bones. He dies off the top real early on the down tilt. He just went so far right. There was no chance of following up anything with that
DI the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Oh!
Scraw finally occurs.
DI this.
I mean, he did. It's so hard to DI that move. Yeah.
This is a legitimate lead.
That one, no, that one for sure. There's plenty of Johns you can have about DIing that move. You do not have time for it.
Yeah. Like, how are you supposed to react? It's like unreactable, basically.
Yup.
But the coverage right now with the neutral air. How is BioBurb going to land? He's just going to use the standard P.
Oh, and falling out of the back air. That is an unfortunate thing that happens a lot to Orkane. He'll just not get hit by the second hit of the back air. Honestly, if that move was reliable, Orkane would be broken. Oh, I've seen much out of that from Marlon. He's mostly opting to stay back, stay safe. His down tilt working really well. The back air, the second side.
Imagine a world where those tip.
And either of those hit, like, you just get destroyed. You get launched off like a rocket. Oh, but getting the reset on the platform, but it feels like it was a little bit disruptive there.
Yeah, the tipper hit rate is 0%, but it doesn't matter because another down strong is right on the money here for Marlon.
Did you see? They both ran up to each other and parried.
Oh, no.
Marlon went all the way across the stage with the puddle, and then both Bio and Marlon were just like, all right, we're going to parry now. Rivals one-player moment. All right, gets the tech chase. No, not gonna work. I feel like that was the read he was going for, was the tech in place, but it does not work out.
I don't think turning the up special around would have killed all the way across Aromatis. That's the read you had to make in order to go for the highest reward.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Marlon knew that.
Yeah. That's what happens when you know. And once again, these tech chases are so good for Marlon. Going for that F-Strong, not empowered by the water droplet, though, and
probably didn't need the empowerment to kill a Raster.
well, I mean, he just needed the distance.
Oh, that's true.
I mean,
that's
didn't need nothing. Little Chomp gets the job done. Marlon, casual 30, no games dropped throughout this whole tournament with that Luminosity Gaming sweatshirt on.
Going into the set, Marlon would choose his trusty Orkane to avoid the Raster Ditto. In the end, Marlon would hydroplane all over BioBurb and claim winner's side of Grand Finals in a 3-0 fashion. Marlon would then now await for the losers bracket to catch up with him, starting first with loser semifinals, Mr. Watch and Learn versus Zach.
See here.
Yeah, it's just, the free market solving itself.
It's like one of those tournaments where there are no rules, but the players have to agree someone is going to win.
Yep. All right, back air does get the stock relatively early, 117. Mr. Watch and Learn looks relatively comfortable in this matchup so far. I mean, there have been a few missteps, but that is somewhat to be expected. It happens, especially at the beginning of the set. You're getting your nerves out. You're on stream in front of a lot of people.
Yeah.
All right, but a back air and
that is
by Mr. Watch and Learn. I'm wondering if there is a punish that he's missing, or if it's just like that unpunishable when you're getting hit with the back of the shield.
Pretty brutal to see because this could be his bracket life on the line if this game doesn't turn around fast enough. Okay, good spot dodge after that cape.
Let's hold our horses a little bit. We're in game one here. He got it F strong. I think there's certainly room for that.
Oh, and
yeah,
that's the Watch and Learn we know.
Yeah, exactly,
okay,
exactly.
Okay.
I'm picking up what he's putting down. And maybe he's putting down Zach, but this time Zach's putting him down. The stage that Zach was counterpicked to in the previous set, and maybe it's just a matter of comfort pick. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know which one it was until he threw out a jab. I was like, it could be either one. He could be dropping a ledge here with a crazy mix-up. But
I was waiting with bated breath, but no weight required here. Either one of those, the illusion or not, was gonna eat it to that up strong. But you hit the illusion again.
Yeah, you've been deceived.
I hate being deceived.
Yeah.
Speaking of deception, that actually wasn't a weaker hitbox.
Somebody just drifted over to Edalus and then didn't select it. He won't. You won't.
Oh, come on.
You won't do it. I know you won't do it.
For the culture. For the culture.
He's not doing it. He's not doing it. I knew he wouldn't. The funny part is Zach is not allowed to play Edalus because he's a tester. Oh, okay. He's doing it. I guess my you won't.
Hey, you know what?
It's really, really good at disrupting the smoke.
Right.
So you can just throw that out, and it is so dangerous. Let's see how he comes back. Goes for the high up B, gets the wall jump. Ellis, one of the few characters who can.
Yeah, how are you going to get into neutral to even take the stock in the first place? Because that down strong is just going to hit from all the way across under this platform.
They're going for a fair off ledge, but I mean, just Zach, it seems so far ahead in this matchup. 3 stocks to 1.
Okay.
Still the scoop, and the crowd pops off. A little
in the cam.
I love the player cam there. Oh.
And these down tilts in the corner. It's like, how are you supposed to get back from this ledge spot?
Yeah, I mean, maybe ledge dash is good. I'm not quite sure what his option is in the corner, but I mean, down strong is gonna do the trick. And Zach, he gets the game, but the crowd's heart was won by the Edalus.
After a joking moment with the crowd, Mr. Watch and Learn would pull out the newest character, Edalus. The polar bear from the Ice Barons was added last Tuesday, so there hasn't been a ton of time to experiment with him yet. But yet, the one stock Mr. Watch and Learn took off of Zach got him in the crowd feeling electric. But the counter pick would come up short, and Zach would end the set with a down strong and a 3-0, having the Forsburn player eliminated at 4th as the 10th seed. Zach would now move forward and face off against the 2nd seed BioBurb for 3rd place and a chance to face off against Mark.
They really are respecting each other at these low percents, as you mentioned, but look, that's the thing.
Sometimes the ledge is not yours to hold.
And Bio is just really good at just sliding down there at that most inopportune time and getting a great parry. Oh. Where are you gonna go here?
And he just snags the ledge once again. 2 stocks taken away by this bird he's a ledge thief. He's hanging on. He's stealing them.
This is what so many players weren't doing against these Forsburns previously in bracket, was just taking away the ledge and forcing us specifically to go at that angle where it is an obvious timing option, right?
Yep.
But again, the spacing matters. Oh, and you're getting tech chased to hell, and you're 3-stocked.
Recovery in the game.
There wasn't really sure what he was going to be able to get off of that, but just the fact that he can be there and present the opportunity, put the fear in the heart of Zach, that matters. And look, sometimes it comes right your way.
Yeah, right now it just seems to me like a little bit of inexperience in this matchup from Zach, because you have to be so careful about your timing for your side B back to back to the wall, and especially against Bio, a person who's just so wary of things like that. Up air, not enough, even with the tipper. Oh, a little bit of tech. Oh no, really bad spot, and another one goes for 3, a second 3-stock from Bio. All right, as we're trash talking a little bit, it feels like Zach is a lot more in this game. Has not quite succumbed to the pressure as hard as the previous one, and using a well-timed special get up to get out of that situation. Although this might be a death. Yep. Oh, great DI. All right.
DIing to the player cam, but it's still not enough to save you from that down strong, which is it's like 4 down strong KOs in a row. Actually, probably more. I don't remember how many he had in game 1.
Yeah, at least 4 so far. That's a little dangerous, but still does manage to get out of that spot. And even with the CC, not enough to down strong once again. Finally, though, back air off the top. That move got a buff recently. You can usually just throw out on. Oh. Goes for the down. Oh, got the parry, but somehow gets out of there. What is this? And a tipper forward strong. Oh my God! If that tipper had hit, that would have been stuck at 55%.
Okay, hang on. We're good. No, not a.
What?
Good DI up.
I'm sorry. I choked on my own words there. And another 4 strong somehow. What is that gonna make this happen?
Oh, if that was a tipper, it might have been it, but no, not quite.
Okay, still alive, and it seems like Bio has been a little bit more hesitant at the ledge, and now he's at such high percent that it doesn't matter what hit you get. There's no confirms to come out of it. You just have to get it raw.
Let's see if any of them are going to land. No, that dare is not the one you wanted.
Signs of life and no tech this time. Unfortunately, another stock falls to the down strong, and BioBurb is going to take it 3-0.
Even though a secondary Clarion would come out and put up a fight against BioBurb's Raster, it would fall short as a successful edge guard from the Wind's Fury would send third seed packing after an 8-set losers run. Now, we go to the final set of the tournament, Grand Finals, where Marlon would pull out his flashy Arcane once again, while BioBurb would lock in and try his might one more time at playing against the Puddle Jumper.
Yes, but he's not the one on screen right now. It's Marlon, and just so effective. It's just like, yep. What do you do? How do you get out? How do you get back to ledge? Marlon just with these neutral layers, these invincible neutral layers off the ledge, covers everything Bio wants to go for.
Simple little counter hits, but then you just take the stage positioning off her. Like you land this neutral layer here, take the corner, and now see where you're trying to mix up afterwards. If you're going to land for the platform, I have the movement to cover that.
Oh, he's dead. Yep. Sometimes you get caught slipping on your DI for a throw, and just you die for it. And that time, he's just ready.
Easy stop, and Marlon makes it look so easy too. That's the other thing.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Whenever I watch Marlon play, I'm like, is he really doing anything that different? But he's just winning. Like, and he's just never missing. It's just like, what is he doing that's so special? I'm still watching. I'm still learning.
It's just I'm in the better spot all the time.
Yep. Takes a lot of I think he sort of values stage position really, really highly, more than pretty much everybody else I see.
Yeah. It's just a fundamental
God, back
game.
air 1 into down strong? That can't be real. I was invited.
It's true. He was invited, but it was very rude at the party.
Yeah, you're right. It's like one of those guests.
Kindly asked to leave.
Yeah, you gotta get out of here. Marlon is just messing around at this point. He's like, no, come on. He down strong sounds out.
You
Go straight in the Range Rover. Oh, man. All right, we do see the cry. Let's go!
Now he can't play.
No, he's not a tester anymore.
He's not a tester? Okay.
It's me. Everyone's a fan on this blessed day. And, something that we're seeing a lot from Bio is going for this high pillar, because it's not really super easy for Edalus to contest with it. Like, you don't have like a super fast option that you always beat Crag. Almost getting that forward air, and now Marlon's in such a good position to take this 3-0. Down air into up strong. Yes, sirree. That's going to be it. Edalus takes the tournament here. Marlon's playing solo Edalus all tournament, never swapping off of him. And, I mean, what do you think? The bear's broken. The bear's broken.
In the end, even with a switch to Crag, it couldn't stop Marlon from taking the tournament. After a flawless 19-game win streak, Marlon stood tall among the fallen Rivals players. After a 2-month hiatus, Marlon was back and here to cook the competition. As the build-up to Genesis 12 continues, we can only wonder, what will the clash of Marlon versus Cake Assault be, and who will be crowned the Genesis 12 champion? My name is Kincaid, and I'll see you cool kids later. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I'm Cade. I've never done a video like this. I hope you guys really like it. It's inspired by like Mr. Rice and Turn Down for Walt type videos. I'm not great with like anything I've done today except maybe script writing. I went to college for English and I like that. Yeah, make sure you guys like subscribe, comment if you like it. I mean, I plan on doing this. I'm definitely doing this for Genesis. This will be done for Genesis, and I already have another script that I'm working on. Yeah. Bye.